Hello, and welcome to the pretty much. I'm going to have a quick look at what came out in yesterday's update for Train Sim World 6. I haven't got the Birmingham to Crew part of the pack, but I have got obviously some of the other bits. So, the first thing is that we're going to go through is pretty much whichever one comes up in alphabetical order, which is actually Birmingham City. And we're going straight into the 170 timetable, and oh look, there's the Voyager. That is still bugged, Dovetail, please fix. So got quite a decent services, 19 to 27 say minutes long, but most of them are around the 20 to sort of minute mark until you get that one there, which is obviously an empty coach and one. So you've got a decent amount of running on here. So what was the next one we need to look at? Well, we need to look at Fast Circle because that's the next one from my list. Now we have got the Sprinter timetable, which I need to add into the wheel of randomness. So we've got Off-Seed, once again a bug. So we've got the 11 bunch, which has just 11 services on it for the 158 to do. So the substitution doesn't multi-put it down, which is a good thing. Although we thought it might. And that's all the rest of the services. So obviously there's a bug in it, but all these are now clear to be done as well. So you've only got the one rail tour, which is the Flying Scotsman, as well on this timetable, which is only one. For some unknown reason why, the 385 gets the bulk of the service patterns on the game, on the route, even though it doesn't go far. And yes, there's only one 56 run, and that is an RHTT service. If you are curious, there's the original timetable. Even though in the patch notes it says it will, you lose them, you don't lose the services because you've done them anyway in the other timetable. And yeah, the 40 and the Jubilee is missing from that one, so the rail tours are still available from this pack. Are there. And let's go to Manchester Airport. So Sunday timetable hasn't changed, that's still the base stuff. The weekday timetable, however, will now have the Voyager in, which will only be about a 10-minute run. Although there is a couple here that are 14, and one there that is 24. Which does go for a little bit more, Birmingham New Street to Manchester, so that's obviously a part of a run from from Birmingham to Crewe as well. I believe that is one of the only ones that are on here that goes for a distance, because they're either Bournemouth or Penzance services, which technically you have got the Penzance on the Riviera. And I know there's been nothing else technically added. So they still need to fix, where is it? Cajon Pass. Cajon Pass is some of their services are randomly spawning. Although, if I go back to that one, that one there had an update as well. The Riviera vehicles trains, so the 850, the 150, the 800, and also the 220 are now in the loveliness of a formation designer. Bunch of optimization, and ultimately they have somewhat looked at the randomness of the faults and try to stop them from happening every 10 seconds. Although that is technically random. But there, they still have not allowed the old routes to have temporary speed limit active. And yes, I'm recording this just after doing a certain driving route learning on that route. So, that is all for this quick video. Should we just do one thing and grab... Where is it? Where's the fire cycle dissipated itself off to? There it is. 158, let's do you. Let's pick a day, diamond from 11, because it's out of nowhere. Don't know, will be on. Just so you can have a quick another look at the special livery. So this is a separate DLC to Fire Circle. Edinburgh, Glasgow, and now Fire Circle will have this beauty.
Calling at. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
There is a slight bug on that still, on the announcements there, Skyhook. So, oddly enough, for some strange reason, this service stops this far down. The others don't. There's a purple. So yeah. That is the 11 branch livery in its full gloriness, and now we can effectively now actually drive it. Why does that almost look like a 700 when it's probably supposed to be a 170? But there. So obviously this does in fact have a guard on it. If you didn't know that as well. So we have to wait for the doors. Always for polite to go back to the guard. I will probably end up now trying to route learn this route ever so slightly now. I really need to try and route learn some Scottish routes. Anyway. So I'll get out the platform and then we can actually see it in a full daylight a bit. The 158 sound beautiful. So out we come into the full daylight. Although we're about to go through a bridge. So we got a good point where I can actually do a flyby, just so you can look at the livery a little bit easier. That will be fine. We've got a decent area here. So I will do that so you can see the livery on the 158 livery for here. Although that's probably not the best one then, because of the lighting on that. So there you go. I'm trying to give it as much time to try and give it this as a default thumbnail, but there. So probably the main part of the update will be that I have is for this route. Other things, if I remember rightly, without having to look, it does fix a lot of the announcements on both the Riviera, Morristown, and Leipzig, the Dresden. And on both Leipzig and Dresden, it will give PZB magnets an actual work properly button on them. So they thought temporary speed limits, so you all have to acknowledge them. And at the same time, AWS ramps should now, in theory, work as well alongside. Obviously, there's a massive update as well. I did share it as a link last night. And I was on the way back from work. I only downloaded the update after coming back from work. Yeah, the announcements aren't working on this route still. On these still. Go on, Skyhook. But there. So I won't do a video properly going through them all. I probably left that a bit late, but never mind. Anyway. I don't care, I'm not doing this properly. Collectible. Don't mind me. Anyway. Commodore. Thank you. Collectible. Anyway, so there we go. There's that livery once again. So obviously it will show up on the services that it's selected only for it, which I do believe is the proper timetable for it before the render route was set. Just as the line pretty much, it's the first, probably its first timetable when the extension happened. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But there. On to that one. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this quick peep at this DLC, well, delivery and the updated route. I will see you in the next one, whenever that will be, obviously. But hey ho. So thank you very much for watching, and have an awesome day.